everyone, PushingUpRoses here. Today I bring to your attention this lovely licensed title based on Tiny Toon Adventures. Let's do this! Remember when we loved baby-like versions of their original concepts, like Muppet Babies, A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry Kids? Man, we love babyfying things, and why not? Babies are cute, I guess. Even though Tiny Toon Adventures had original characters, I still consider it a variant of babyfication, since they're essentially based off the Looney Tunes characters. Babyfication is my official word for this trope. I made it up just now. Usually on this channel, I talk about licensed games that have gone bad, like The Dark Half or Miami Vice or, Daria's Inferno.
Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it!
But this game is actually decent. In fact, a lot of licensed games developed for consoles were really good. PC games, however, I don't know, we got a load of junk. Step it up, computers. Step it up. This game was released for the Sega Genesis in 1993 and developed by Konami, the company responsible for some of the most popular video game series, such as Castlevania, Contra, and of course, Silent Hill. I was surprised Konami had their hands in something so bubbly, but having a reputable company work on this game was a plus because it's actually very good, and in true Konami fashion, it's also hard as balls. You play as Buster Bunny in this 2D side-scroller. Montana Max has stolen some hidden treasure map and also Babs Bunny somehow, which I don't buy at all, by the way. As an avid watcher of Tiny Toons, I feel that Babs could outwit Montana Max any day, but whatever. The objective is to go through the levels on the map in order to beat Montana Max to the treasure. On top of those things, all the Tiny Toon characters have been brainwashed by Dr. Gene Splicer and try to defeat you during boss levels. I can't see Buster wanting to actually hurt his friends, so in order to beat the boss levels, you just bop Splicer on the head. And I must say, that sound effect that plays when you bop him tickles me way too much. When you complete a boss level, the mind control devices being used on your friends poof into thin air, and in some cases, they die. Good God. I used to play this game all the time as a kid, and I remember it being really fun and addictive. It's really charming visually, and the mechanics are, well, they're okay. I think jumping is a little awkward, which is weird because I'm playing a bunny. I figure a bunny would know a thing or two about jumping. It has this slippery quality to it, like I'm going to skid off of the platform, and it's also very fast-paced, so it gets a little frantic. I noticed the game is very reminiscent of Sonic the Hedgehog, or maybe even Jazz Jackrabbit, as Buster can ramp up his speed and move rapidly across the levels. There's also some hints of early Mario games with this top-down world map, which you hop around from level to level as they are unlocked. I found the amount of enemies per level a little overwhelming, but if you start to feel that way, you can summon a character to help clear the screen. That's what all these carrots are for. For every 50 carrots collected, you get the option to summon other Tiny Toon characters to help you. The characters change depending on what level you're on, but I prefer Concord Condor. He's just so dopey and cute and stuff. You can also call in Lil Sneezer and Little Beeper. Though I gotta say, I wish these carrots gave you more than just character assistance. I didn't even use it all that often, so I wish it would have given me extra lives or extra hearts, because with the way I was dying, I really could have used them. You start out with 3 hearts of health, and you can collect up to 5 by finding these bells scattered around the levels, but I am telling you, 3 hearts, even 5 hearts, was not enough for me. Maybe my motor skills are just deteriorating these days, but I had to seriously chip away at this game in order to beat it. Thank God for the passwords, because there is no way I would want to keep starting over every time I die, especially since there are a lot of levels, an impressive amount actually. And just like the Mario games I mentioned earlier, there are different ways to unlock the next level. To complete a level, you must find Go-Go Dodo, who leads you through a magical portal to the next one, and sometimes there are several Go-Go Dodos per level, but no matter which one you go to, you will always be taking the same path towards the end goal. Honestly, I don't really see a point to the multiple paths, but it does add to the replayability and time spent on the game, so that's cool, I guess. You can also find these little rainbow-colored circles that resemble the Tiny Toons logo, and if you find those, you're teleported to the magical world of Wacky Land. It's a bonus level in which you can collect more carrots. That is a lot of carrots. I'm surprised Buster isn't suffering from carrotonemia. You know what really grinds my gears though? I hate it when games have a mechanic that allows the character to look up, but quite literally does nothing. Now very frequently, ducking and looking up allows the player to see what's above or below them. It's extremely helpful in side-scroller and platformer style games, but nope, not here. When you look up, you just look up. Gazing at the sky like it's nothing you have ever seen before. Wow, look at that sky. It's beautiful. Okay, you deserved that, Buster. Pay attention, jeez. The level designs are simply gorgeous. You have lovely sunsets, creepy caves, slippery snow levels, and oh no. The most annoying level design in any game ever. Water levels. Oh my god! You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I really don't. I've been traumatized by water levels in the past and this just isn't cool. I can't even look at it. Take it away. I'm so frustrated by these water levels that I could just do this. Some of the final levels are really relentless. In fact, the part where you're running away from Elmira is actually a video game challenge at MagFest. A challenge I won, by the way. I got a sticker for it and everything to prove how cool I am. Well, you know, actually it's not too hard, just take some trial and error. It's more frustrating than anything, but once you memorize where and when you need to jump, it's all good. The hit detection in the final boss level with Montana Max, however, makes me want to scream. Why are the hit detection boxes so tiny? I feel like I'm hitting Montana Max square on the noggin and I'm still getting hurt. Ridiculous! But not ridiculous enough for me to hate the game by a long shot. It's still really fun and quite endearing. And of course, if you really can't stand going through each and every level, you can always cheat. But you wouldn't do that, now would you? So, like most games published by Konami, I like this one despite the difficulty level, and I think it's one of the better licensed games out there. It's rare to find a cash-in style game with some quality, but they do exist. I even consider this a classic Genesis game, though that might be my nostalgia talking for me. It tends to have a mind of its own sometimes. That being said, I am going to go back to torturing Buster Bunny now. See you later. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video on Buster's Hidden Treasure. Hope it took you back to the early 90s. If you want to see another licensed Genesis game review, I linked one in the annotations. If you want to support the show or talk to me, I have a Patreon campaign, or you can follow my wacky shenanigans on Twitter and Facebook. Way wackier than Wacky Land, guaranteed. Thanks again, and see you guys in the next one.